In CPV Level 6, we are trying to get students to understand the relationship of part, part, whole, or sometimes referred to as part, part, total. We want kids to see with some materials that you can break numbers apart in lots and lots of different ways. And so for today's example, I'm going to use the number 94. And I give kids a math tool in order to break apart this number. First would be building the number with the math tool. I'm using bundles and sticks today, but students could use base 10 blocks, they could use snap cubes, or other types of materials that give them this visual representation of the number 94. So once a student has built 94, now we're going to break that number apart into two different parts. And those parts don't have to be equal. So many times kids will just go right ahead and put all their 10s together and their 1s together. They'll separate those out. And I like to have them record the ways that they create. So they would record 94 as being broken apart as a 90 and a 4. And now we want kids to start shifting these numbers around or shifting these bundles and sticks around and breaking them into other parts. And for this particular example, I'm always going to keep the 1s together. We wouldn't have to do that, but it makes it so that the combinations aren't going on and on and on, that we start to see groups of 10s and keeping those 4 together. So kids might, for example, bring over a bundle. Now what we have over here is 80 and 14, and they would be asked to record that. Now I might keep the 10 here and shift the 1s over. So I would record my new picture. I have 84 and 10. I might bring another bundle over here to record that. I would have 20 on this side and 74 as this part. One part is 74, one part is 20. Together they make 94. This part total chart is a lot like fact triangles that they use in class for smaller basic facts. That 74 and 20 are parts that go together to make 90. So in other words, to make 94. So in other words, if you have 94 and you take away the 20 part, what's left is 74. If you have 94 and you take away the 74 part, what's left is 20. So kids will continue to record different ways to make this number, 70 and 24, 60 and 34, and having them continue to move and recreate this number of 94. This helps them at this level because we are going to be asking questions like 60 plus what number is the same as 94? Kids could actually manipulate that out and work out those part totals. They could look at what they've recorded in order to do that. So this is an addition example, and a subtraction example might be 94 take away what number gets you to 60. In both of these examples, I use a decade number as one of the parts so that kids can start thinking in the part-whole relationship. In the next set of videos, I will have some games that help to develop practice in this area.